Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're coming to your mat today. We're going to today practice a class themed on motivation. And we'll begin lying on our backs. However, we'll work through our practice coming up to standing, working with moving opposite limbs and switching on both hemispheres of the brain. So follow with me, practice with me, and let's begin lying on our backs. Coming to release the back of the body down onto your mat. Come to the floor with the back and allow the knees to be bent. Let there be space between the glutes and the feet. You don't want the feet too close. You want to allow for space into the belly and allowing for the natural arch into your lower back. Settling into the shoulders, releasing the hips, and maybe close down into, close the eyes. Let the eyes rest. Take a moment to arrive into your practice. Settling into the mat and allowing yourself to be in this constructive rest pose. And let's begin to focus now into the breath, into your breath. Noticing your breath. And seeing if you can take the breath down into the belly. Breathing into the belly on an inhale breath. And exhale, softening into the body. Allowing yourself to take slower, fuller, nourishing breaths in and out through the nose. And we'll stay here for another 5 deeper breaths. Just making sure you're keeping the breath smooth and gentle. And a couple more, just as you are. Inhale deeply, filling up. And exhale, releasing, letting go. And we'll begin moving into the body now. Gentle movements, letting the knees tilt from side to side. Releasing out to one side. And then out to the other side. Let the feet roll, let the hips move. Keep moving as you are with the knees from side to side. Taking another from side to side. And then back through to center. As you come back through to center, we're taking the left ankle, placing it on the right thigh into figure 4. And here we're beginning to make rugby ball shapes with the left toes. So allow the ankle to move, the toes to move. You can look at the foot if that helps to get the shape, but don't worry too much about the shape. Maybe if you've got your eyes closed, you're just visualizing you're making the shape of your rugby ball. And go the other way. Shift and circle the other way, feeling into the left ankle as you do this movement. Taking another one. And popping the left foot back down, swapping sides, right ankle over to left thigh. Just take a moment to feel into the shape and then switch to circling into this ankle, the right ankle, rugby ball shapes on this side. Noticing if you're hearing, feeling any clicks or cracks, just allowing the energy to move, unblocking those blockages that are stuck in the joints, and then go the other way. It should feel nice if you're feeling that the energy is now shifting. And one more, and release the foot, come down with the foot. So let's now come to the head, the neck, turning the head gently one way and through center out to the other side. Feel into the neck as you move one way and into the other side. Allow for this movement to happen gently, slowly. And taking another to each side. And coming back to center with the head. Take the arms down by the side, palms face down. We're sweeping, inhaling, arms reach up and back. Exhale. With the breath, exhale them all the way back down by the side. Inhale. And exhale. So go with your breath. Taking another one, reaching and releasing the arms back down by the side, all the way back down. Hugging the knees in, taking a gentle rock from side to side. Let yourself massage into your back body, all into the muscles in the back of your body, either side of the spine. Keep rocking and massaging hips, shoulders, and another rock. We're bringing the feet back down, releasing out of that one, staying on your back. We're taking the left leg up towards, so sole of the foot up towards your ceiling, and the right leg can stay just as it is, or you can extend the right leg, flexing into the right foot, keeping the right leg dynamic. As we exhale, we lower the left leg, pressing out through your heel, slowly lower with the breath. Inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, sweeping back up with the leg. Exhale, pressing back out through the heel to bring it all the way down to touch. Taking two more. Inhale. And we exhale. Go with the last one. And releasing all the way back down. Relax the left leg for a moment. And then your choice, either the left leg stays down, engaging the left leg, the left foot, or bending the knee. Taking the right leg up. Same on this side. Press out through the heel. Slowly lower it down this leg all the way down. Lengthen it down. Inhale back up. Exhale to come down. Inhale. Exhale. Shifting the awareness into the right leg as you take these movements. Keep going on this side. And one more on this side. Up and down with the breath. And then when you finish, when you release the leg down, release both legs. Let them soften for a moment. And we're coming back to the left leg, taking the left leg up, beginning to circle the left leg for this one, allowing the leg to move, the hip to move, noticing as we move into the bigger joints, how this feels, how the hip feels. Maybe you're feeling more crunching, and that's okay, don't worry. And then go the other way. Go smaller or slightly bigger depending on how it feels. Feel into your body. Go with how you feel today. With your energy, come back through to center, letting the leg come down to press back out through the heel to lower down slowly. Rising up with the right leg, taking the circles one way. And keeping them smooth and gentle, not rushing the movements. Allowing the movements to happen. Noticing how this side feels. And we're swapping to change the direction. Keep going. And finishing off with one more. And through center to release this leg, this right leg, coming all the way back down, pausing, feeling into any sensations in the legs after those movements. Let's draw both knees into the chest. Keep the arms down by the side, taking your bicycle action out through the legs. So allow both legs to move as if you're on your bicycle, pedaling out, warming up through both legs now. So we're moving both legs at the same time and try and coordinate this movement so both legs move equally at the same speed. Also engaging into your lower abdominal muscles with this action. And just keep going for a little bit longer, pedaling. And then we're letting the left leg release long. We're hugging the right knee into the chest. So hug the right knee in, squeezing it in. Taking another breath here. And release the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest, hug and squeeze in the left knee. And letting the left leg release back down, both legs along. Feel into both legs. Hug the knees back in. Take the arms out wide at shoulder height. So we're spreading our arms out wide and we're going to come into a gentle twisting action. We're letting the left leg, just the left leg first, fall out to the side. And then when the right leg has to follow, you let it come down to the left as well. So we're leaving space, inhaling right leg through to center, left leg then joins. Let the right knee come out to the right and the left. Inhale to come through center and left leg. So this is more of a happy baby type twist. So allow yourself to fall and twist out to each side effortlessly with the breath almost. Don't worry too much how it looks again. Just let the spine move, the back of the head move. About your speed. Taking one more to each side. As you finish those, come through center and let those feet release back down. We're coming into bridge now. So setting up for your bridge pose. Feet at least hip width apart for this. Arms down by the side, palms face down. And we'll begin working with our opposite movements. So following my guidance as we flow into bridge. Inhale, lifting hips, reaching both arms, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keep the right arm where it is. Let the left arm reach back and down. Exhale, letting the left arm come back up, picking up the right. And you're bringing the hips slowly down and both arms down. And we're turning the head to look out to the right side. Come back with the head through center. Inhale, both arms, hips lift. This time we're taking the right arm back and down. Release it down. Inhale. Sweep it back. Sorry, exhale even. Exhale to release both arms, hips down, and look out to the left side. Inhale through center. So we'll do that once more. Inhale, picking up the hips, lifting, letting the left arm come all the way back and down, keeping the right arm up. Exhale, release it down. Through the back of the body, arms, and turning to look out to the right with the neck. Inhale through center, and then go again, lifting. Inhale, both arms, right arm this time all the way back and down. Exhale the breath, sweeping, letting arms release down, and the hips turning to look out to the left. Coming through center. So we go to lifting both arms up overhead, coming into symmetry one more time with our bridge. Inhale, engage into your glutes, engage into your hamstrings, reach those arms back. Hold here for a breath, lifting the hips. When you next exhale, we're coming down through the back body, down with both arms, all the way touching down. Drawing the knees into the chest, hug them in. And let's rock up to seated. So taking the hands to the back of the thighs and rock up to your seat. Coming up to a comfortable seat. If you've got a brick or block, maybe you like to sit on one, lifting up the hips or a blanket. And let's begin some movements sitting into both sit bones, so taking a gentle shuffle from sit bone to sit bone, and we'll begin some twisting. Elbows draw into the sides of the bodies, fingertips face out, palms open. Let's begin by taking the right hand to the left side of the chest, reaching the left arm back, looking back. Inhale through center. And left hand to the right side of the chest, reaching the right arm back. Inhale, center, going with your breath, twisting to the left, reaching back. Inhale, center, twisting to the right. Gentle twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twisting into the upper spine, the neck. Inhale, and exhale, looking back, come through center. Take those arms into your cactus arms, so elbows in line with the shoulders. Here, lifting the gaze, looking up towards your ceiling. Come down with the left hand and the right hand on top. Bow the chin down. Inhale, open across the chest. Swap the hand, right hand down first, left hand on top, releasing chin to chest. Inhale. Opening, gazing, and then bringing left hand, right hand, release, chin to chest. One more. Inhale, feel the expansion across the chest, gazing up. Right hand comes down, left hand on top, and releasing the chin to the chest. Lifting up, take arms out. Straight through the arms, reaching out through fingers, begin to circle the arms. Small circles to begin with. Strong in your arms. Go a bit wider if that feels okay for your shoulders, expanding into the movement, widening. And then come back to stillness and change. Go the other way, little movements, little circles. Take your time to move into bigger circles, or staying small if that's better for your shoulders today. And taking another circle, back to stillness, flipping palms, reaching arms up overhead. We take an interlace with the fingers, pressing away with the palms. Feel the length, feel the space between the ribs, the waist, lifting as you press palms away, Release hands out in front and allow yourself just to change the interlace. So the unhabitual way you interlace your fingers, press those palms back out. Take them up again, overhead, reach, and breathe to lengthen through both sides of the body once more. Taking the arms back out wide, release the right hand down, side bending, left arm, reach it up and over. Reaching through the left fingers, stretching into the left side of the body. Inhale through center, swap hands, left hand down, side bending on the opposite side, reaching through right fingers. Pause to stretch into the right side of the body. Pause to feel. Inhale through center, both arms. Reach up, palms come to touch and release them wide. Back down. Okay, we've got one more on seated. We're shifting off if you're propped up on anything. Taking both feet out in front. And for this one, we're working into the legs. So to begin with, let's just point into the toes, flex the feet, maybe lifting heels off the mat, pointing and flexing. One more, point, flex. So sitting up tall, use your hands to support the back, keep the spine long. Right foot, just lifting it up to hover off the mat. Turn the toes out to the right, sweep the leg out, turn the toes up, draw the leg back in. We take two more, hovering the leg. Toes out to this direction, right, toes up and back in. One more, turn the toes out, turn the toes up, sweep that leg and bring it down. I feel that in my thigh, my outer thigh, so I'm just giving it a rub. And let's go over to the left leg. Sit back up tall. Lifting the left leg to hover, turn the toes out to the left, sweep that leg out, toes back up, draw it back in. Inhale, toes out, toes up and back to center. One more, toes turn out. That's it, toes up and through to center. Let the leg come down, rub into the left thigh and just give both legs a shake, a bounce. Releasing into both legs to come now onto our hands and our knees. So let's come to tabletop position. Find your position. Spread through the fingers, spread through the palms. And here, just take a moment in your neutral spine, setting up. We're going to come in between this position with a straight spine into child's pose. So let's come into child's pose, releasing the forearms down, hips come down and the forehead releases down. Inhale to lift back up, gaze ahead. Exhale the breath. Come back into your child's pose, release down. One more, inhale, lift. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take it back down, forearms, hips, and the forehead. Release it down. Stay in your child's pose. Breathing into the back of the body, stretching through the arms. On your next inhale, lifting back up, coming up to all fours. We're coming down to the front body, so if you want to take a wider stance with the arms, bend the elbows, release through the chest and come down onto the forehead, hands stay by the shoulders. Lifting the left leg off the mat, lift it, release and lengthen it back down. Bring it down, touch it down. Right leg, lift, and same, release to lengthen. Keeping both legs grounded, hands by the shoulders. Inhale, lift the cobra. Lift up, lengthen through the front body. Hold here for a breath. Release it back down. On your exhale, all the way, forehead touches down. Press into the hands, come up and come up to kneeling. So shifting onto knees. I've got a brick as an option. I'll show you with or without the brick. So taking the legs about hip width apart. Inhale to begin with. Sweep those arms up overhead. Palms come together. Turn the hands. So you want the palms facing backwards. We're sinking hips down, coming back into a variation of a child's pose. Back of the hands come to the lower back, and this way you might need the brick. Place the brick so the forehead can rest down. Inhale, arms sweep back out, engage thighs, reach hands overhead, flow back down, turn through the wrists, palms face backwards. Release lower hands, back of the hands even to the lower back. Come down to child's pose. Inhale, rise back up to lengthen the spine. Exhale, coming down, back once more. Forehead touches down. Let the hands rest by the feet, rounding into the spine. Taking another breath here. And we're coming back up to all fours. So have a brick, if you've got a brick, have it at the top of your mat. Back into all fours, tucking toes, spreading through the fingers. Inhale for your first downward facing dog. Come into the shape, making any micro adjustments you need. Taking one breath here. And we'll lift the left leg, sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and stepping the left leg, bring it through in between the hands, lower the back knee down, gaze straight ahead, inhale, sweep arms up overhead, take them behind the back, interlace the fingers, open out into the chest. Take a breath to breathe and open out into the chest. Release the hands, framing that front foot. Take the knee to all fours. Pick up again into your downward facing dog, lifting up hips into downward facing dog, releasing through the neck. Take it to the other side, right leg. Lift it into your three-legged dog, straight up. Look at the hands, step it through. Help it if you need to. Always allowing yourself to help yourself, making your practice easier. Looking straight ahead. Inhale. Rise the arms out and up. Take them behind the back once more. Interlace. Expanding. Stretching. Breathing. Release the hands. Pick up the back knee. This time we're stepping it forward. Push off the back foot. Bring it forward. Forward bend. Take a forward bend here. And then this is where you might use your brick, your friend, to twist. So I'm going to use the brick. If you don't have one, you can come onto fingertips. That's fine. So my brick is in front of my right foot. I'm pressing my hand down onto the brick. I'm bending my right knee. Keeping my left leg straight, reaching my left arm up towards the ceiling. Reaching through fingers, pressing down with that hand, the right hand. Keeping the right knee bent, feeling the stretch into the left side and twisting. Release the left arm down. Let's swap sides. Shift the brick over if you've got it. Press the left hand down, bend the left knee. Take it to the other side. Sweep the right arm up. Keep the right leg straight if you can. Reaching through the top fingers. And bringing the right arm down. So just come into your forward bend for a moment. Relax the head, the neck. And see if you can straighten into the back of the legs. Taking it now up to standing. So let's press into the feet, bending the knees, engaging glutes. Reach arms up overhead. And bringing the hands down through the center line. Okay, so we're going to use our brick to begin with. If you don't have a brick, you can still do this one. It might not be as easy, but we're going to swing the leg, so one leg at a time. So I'm going to take my right foot onto the brick, and I'm going to then come up to tippy toes on my left foot. So allow yourself to be strong in the right leg. Find a focal point, and here we're going to swing the left leg. So allow the left leg to swing, and then maybe you add in the arms. So you're coming into a swinging action with the leg, the arms. Really allow the leg to swing. Swinging. So enjoying this movement, letting the movement happen. Just a little bit longer. Allow for some time. Don't rush. And one more swing, and let's come out. So come out and swap sides. Bring the brick to the other side so you can step up with the left foot and engage the muscles of the left leg. So when you're ready, tiptoes onto the right foot, begin swinging the right leg and adding in both arms as you do this. And breathing, gazing at one spot to help you swing and balance. And maybe you can swing a bit more, freeing up the leg. If you come off, don't worry, come back onto your swinging of the leg, the arms. Ooh, wobbling is okay. One more swing on this side. And releasing out. So come out and pop your brick out to one side. And we're coming into more of our opposite movements now. So to begin with, let's first come into the ankles and into the calf, strengthening the calves. So we're stepping the left foot slightly forward. So my feet are, you can see my mat, they're not that far apart. And when we're ready, we're inhaling, sweeping arms up. We're lifting both feet, so rising up onto the balls of the feet. And here we're bending the knees, keeping the left arm up, just drawing the right arm halfway down as we bend into both knees. Inhale, lift back up with the arm, the heels, come back down, same action. Left arm stays, right arm comes halfway down, bending into the knees, working into the ankles. Inhale, should be feeling that in the ankles. Maybe they're wobbling, and that's okay. Bend back down into the knees, right arm halfway back down, and we'll hold for slightly longer. Keep reaching up through the left fingers. Reaching, staying, breathing. Let's take it back up. Arms reach. Release arms, release down through the feet. And let's swap sides. So take a moment to swap sides. And when you're ready, so right foot's forward. Inhale, arms lift up through the heels. We're taking it to the other side, bending into the knees. Left arm comes halfway down, right fingers reach. Inhale. Lift back up, lift the heels, come back down with the left arm, bend back into the knees. Inhale, rising up, come back in once more. That's it. Let's hold it this time. Hold, hold. Breathe. You can do this. One more breath. Inhale, come up and release. Come down. And give everything a shake out through the ankles, the arms. And let's come into warrior one stance for our opposite. So we're going to first step the right foot forwards. So right foot steps forwards, bending into the right knee, back foot at the diagonal. Make sure you've got space for your hips, so you can have some space apart with the feet. And here we're going to work with our opposite. So right hand on right hip, left arm sweep it up, reach it up, Sink into the pelvis, into your warrior one stance, and we move in and out. Straighten the front leg, release the left arm down. Inhale, come back in, re-bending the knee, reaching left arm up and back out. Once more. Inhale, sinking down through the pelvis, reaching up through the left arm, pressing down through both feet, and come back out. So step this left leg forward slightly. We're staying with another opposite movement. So when we're ready, we're lifting the left knee. So maybe left hand on left hip now, and right arm reaches up. So coming into a Charleston type movement. When you're ready, left arm reaches, left leg, right arm. Step the left foot back, release the arm down. Take it again, left knee, right arm, lift up with the knee, reach up through the right fingers. Left foot steps back, right arm down, one more. Inhale, shift the weight into the right leg, lift the left knee, reach up with the right arm. Staying here for a breath. And then coming out, release the foot down, release the arm. So we've got one more on this side. So this time we're coming into warrior three. So you can stay with the left hand on the left hip. Shift the weight into the right foot, bending the knee. Reach forward with the right arm and then begin to lift the left leg up. So come up with the left leg, lifting and taking your warrior three. Come back out, release the foot, release the arm. Take it back again. Take your time. Shift into the right foot. Right arm reaches and left leg lifts. Come out. And we'll do it once more. So 3 with each movement, 3 poses. Shifting into your right leg, strong in the right leg. Left leg is lifting up. Right arm is reaching. We're holding here for a breath. And we're coming back out, releasing out, coming back to the back of your mat. I'm just going to switch sides to swap. I'm at the other end so I can step my left foot forward and I'm still facing you. Left foot is forward, right foot is back at a diagonal into our warrior one on this side. So we're taking the left hand to the left hip so we can release right arm, opposite arm to knee. Right arm is up, coming out, straightening the front leg, releasing the arm down. Sweep it back up, warrior one, right arm sweeps up, come out, take it once more. Inhale, hold for a moment, pressing into the back heel, holding your warrior one stance, strong in your warrior one. Come out with the arm, straighten the front leg. Bring that the back foot in slightly for Charleston on this side. Right hand on right hip. So we're lifting right knee, left arm, shifting the weight into the left foot, right knee lifts, and left arm reaches. Step the foot back, release the arm. Go again. Right knee lifts up, left arm reaches, balancing. Take it once more. Right knee, picking the right knee up, reaching up through the left fingers, holding for a moment, and coming back out. So coming out, taking warrior three on this side. Shift the weight into the left foot, can take a bend into the left knee first, reach through the left arm, and lift up the right leg. Holding, warrior three on this side, strong in the back leg that's lifted. Step out, step back in, reach through the left arm, and right leg is lifting up, lift it up, come back out, take it once more, shift the weight into the left foot, reach left arm, find a focal point on the floor to help you balance, and right leg is lifting up. Strong in the lifted leg, holding for one more breath. And release it out. Come out. Give everything a shake. And we're going to make our way back down to our backs gradually. Coming to the top of your mats. And yeah, top of the mats. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Hinge at the hips and fold over the legs into your forward bend. Release forwards. Take a breath here. Inhale for halfway lifts, hands to shins. Press the hands into the shins into the hands. Lengthen the spine. Release forwards. Take both feet back. We're taking them back for high plank. Kick out through both heels. Hold your high plank here, allowing yourself to build strength, building strength into the bones, the muscles. Stay with your high plank. Breathe deeply. You've got this. One more breath. Lower knees, lower down through the chest. Come down with the forehead. Just take it down for a moment. Come up through all fours. Stepping the left foot in between the hands. Bring that foot through. And this time for low lunge, we'll take a twist. Inhale, both arms reach up. Right hand comes to the left leg. And reach the left arm back. Reach back. Gazing back if that feels okay for the neck. Holding in your twist. Taking one more breath here. Sweep the left arm back out in front and lower hands. Release that knee. Change sides. Right foot comes through. Inhale, sweep arms up. Take it to the other side. Left hand to right leg. Reach back with your right arm. Breathing into your twist. One more breath on this side. Sweeping your right arm, bringing those hands down. Knee comes back. Coming back down to the front body. Release forwards and down. And forehead comes down. Coming into another opposite movement. So we're taking both arms out in front. Touch the forehead down. Have space between the legs. And let's go with our opposite movement on our front body. Inhale. Left arm, right leg. Lift the chest as well. Exhale, come down with both. Opposite side. Right arm, left leg, lifting and reaching, lengthening. Release both down. Once more on each side. Left arm, right leg. Bring those back down. Right arm, left leg, reach. And release the head, the arm, the leg. Bring your hands as pillows and take a moment to rest one cheek down. Relax. Maybe you shake the hips from side to side, soften out through the hips, the lower back. And taking a moment to then find stillness, pause, come back to your breath. Taking some slower, deeper breaths. One more breath here. Forehead comes back down. Press up through all fours. Take it into your child's pose. Shift the hips back and down. And release the forehead down. Staying for one more breath in your child's pose. Slowly rise up to seated. Come all the way up through the spine. And let's swing the legs out in front. Knees are bent. And we'll come into our boat pose. Taking the hands to the back of the thighs and knowing that this is perfectly fine as a boat. So we're lifting up through the chest. We're pressing the hands into the legs and pressing the legs into the hand, coming onto our sit bones. Taking it to the next step is lifting both legs up, keeping the hands there, engaging into your lower abdominal muscles. And the next step, if you're following me, you're staying just as you are is enough. We're reaching out through the arms. This is a stronger, more challenging. So really hold, breathe, building the fire into the belly, feeling the warmth, holding for one more breath, and then come down with the legs, release it down. Take the hands behind you and leave some space so they're not too close to the glutes. They can be as wide as the mat, fingers pointing out to the side. Take some space for the feet. Again, a wider stance so we can lift up into reverse tabletop. Inhale, pick up the hips. Engage the glutes. Stay strong in the arms, pressing into the feet. One more breath here. And slowly, slowly, we're making our way back to seated. And taking legs both long for this one. Let's so bending the left knee, take the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh. And inhale, sweep arms up overhead, reach and fold, hinge to fold over the right leg. To forward fold here. Seeing if you can lengthen into your exhalation breath. See where you come to. And another breath. Slowly lift up and taking it to the other side. Left leg comes long. Right leg this time comes in, sole of the foot to the thigh. Inhale, rise up with the arms, lengthen first, hinge forward and folding over the left leg. Release the arms, release through the head, the neck. Staying for an equal length of time on this side. Releasing on your exhalation breath. Let's slowly lift back up. Release the leg and give them a shake out once more. So we're shaking them out and we're coming down now onto the back of the body. So I'm going to sweep round with the legs come to. So I'm at the back of the mat. Take the hands between the legs. Press the palms together to sit up tall to begin with. Take the hands to the feet, the tops of the feet. We'll slide the hands as we slide down through the back. So slide the hands up the shins. Roll down through the spine. Engage your tummy muscles, your lower abdominals to come down slowly. Making your way, your hands sliding down the thighs and to the hips and releasing the back of the head. Draw both knees into the chest, hugging your knees in, shifting into a happy baby, opening out through the knees, releasing the legs so the soles of the feet are up towards the ceiling. And seeing where your hands are coming to today. You can rest them on the back of the thighs. Let them be heavy there. Hold your calves or hold the outside of the feet. Seeing if you can release the lower back down. So if you find it's lifting, take the heels of the feet slightly more towards one another and see if that releases the lower back down. Breathing. Feeling and breathing into the sensations of your body. And let's come out. We're drawing the knees together for this one. So bring the knees together, rest the arms down by the side, knees in, and open. Bring the legs into a V shape, press out through the heels. Draw the knees back in together, V shape with the legs, press back out through feet, heels. Once more, back in. And V shape. This time either just staying V shape, hands down, or you can take hold of the big toes with the peace fingers. And again here, see if you can release down through the lower back, feeling the stretch into both legs. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Taking another breath. And draw legs back together. Come back down with the feet. And let's take a twist here. Arms come out wide, taking the left leg, so the back of the left thigh presses against the front of the right thigh. Releasing the legs out to the right, slowly bring them down. And maybe gazing over the left arm if that feels okay for your neck, or keeping the gaze looking up. If this is too much for anyone, come out. So don't ever stay in a pose if it's too much for your body. Know that you can always rest and skip a pose, lie on your back. Still breathing in and out deeply as you stay in your twist. Taking another inhale and exhale. When you next inhale, draw the legs back through center. To swap sides, we swap the legs, right leg over left, and legs come to your left. Release them, let them become heavy. Release the shoulders, gazing out across the opposite arm if you're turning through the neck. Staying in this position. Really letting go of the legs, letting go of any gripping. So often we grip. Can you let go? Taking another deep breath on this side. Inhale when you're ready. Draw legs through center. Hug them back in. We've got one more pose before our relaxation. So if you have got a strap or a belt, take hold of either. We're taking both legs up, so we want the strap around the balls of the feet, and we're coming into our downward dog shape on our back. So I really find this helpful to just feel into what our downward dog should feel like. As the legs lengthen and extend up, we're pressing out through the feet, releasing the lower back down. The back is straight, the spine is long. We're staying here, pressing out through the heels, feeling the stretch into the back of both of the legs, allowing the spine to straighten. And one more breath. And let's release the legs, come out. Take a full body stretch, legs long, arms reach up overhead. Point through the toes, all 10 toes pointing straight ahead, reaching up through all fingers, stretching through the body. Breathing once more, in and out through the nose. And let's take our Shavasana, our final part of the practice. So get comfortable, get warm, add on any layers if you're somewhere cold, if you don't need to, if you're somewhere warm. Come and lie down, release onto your back. To release down, legs are apart, arms are apart, away from the side of the body, palms facing up. Find your comfortable resting position. Adjust, always adjust if you're not comfortable. Adjust your body, your clothing. So staying where you are or making your way down. If you took a moment to pop on socks, jumpers, and cover yourself over with a blanket as well if you've got one to hand. Finding stillness now, releasing the whole of the body. Let the body become heavy on the mat and let go of the breath. Come back to your natural breath. Your breath becomes effortless and your body becomes effortless on the mat, knowing and trusting the ground will support you to rest deeply. So I want to invite you to surrender, to let go with every exhale breath. And find stillness, find complete stillness. And allow yourself to rest in silence, knowing that I'm here. Coming back now into the body, drawing the awareness back into your body, inviting a deeper breath back into the body, breathing in and out through the nose, beginning to wriggle into all fingers, into all toes, taking any other movements that feel good, that you feel called to move. So just let those movements happen. Take your time, there's no rush. Hugging those knees, your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze in and allow the knees to come out to one side. So come into resting out to one side. Release the knees for a moment and let yourself notice how you feel. How do you feel? How does the body feel? How does your mind feel after your practice? And while you stay on your side, just taking a moment as you inhale to call in strength, courage and energy into your body. And as you exhale, allow all of those qualities to absorb into the cells of your body. Keeping the eyes closed if you feel comfortable, and come up to a comfortable seat. And in your seat, bring the palms together. Release the thumbs to the sternum, bow the chin down towards the chest. And here, taking a moment to reflect on your practice, reflecting on those qualities, strength, courage, energy. And breathing in and out deeply once more. And lifting up, closing our practice, and thanking you all for joining me. And I hope you walk away from this practice feeling more motivated, feeling ready for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and maybe into the rest of the month, knowing you can always come back to this practice when you need to. Thank you, everybody.